This is a meeting of the Cemetery Commission. It is November 4th, 2019. And the meeting is called to order.
All members are present. We have a quorum.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
Entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
I can second it.
So moved.
I tried this number you had given me for DiGaetano, the Mason place that we didn't know when he was going to send, and I had said I'd give him a call. I didn't get any answer on this number.
That's a cell phone. I don't know. I don't know if he answers it that much.
Okay.
But that's the only number I
That's
have for
the
him.
one you had. Okay.
So
maybe I can.
I mean, he contacted me. I never called him. He contacted me about work to be done there. But I have not heard from him since.
Okay. So he contacted you to see if you wanted him to
Yeah.
check it out. Do you know if he ever did go up and look at it?
I haven't heard from him
You
since
didn't
then.
hear back?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, on down to bids for the wall. Anything new?
Yes, Brian Lewis said that he could repair the wall for $300. And he said if he also wanted the other section fixed where it was bloomed out a little bit, he could do that for $500.
Do you have something from him?
I don't. On what it's Lewis
Yeah, on paper,
Landscaping?
I mean.
No. I can ask him for
Can
something,
you,
though.
yeah,
And which one was that? Was that Jared
No, that was Lewis
Lewis,
in Mendon.
Lewis Landscaping?
Yes.
Is it an O-U-I or an E-W-I-S? Do you know how we spell it?
Lewis.
I've learned to always ask so many times I get it backwards.
Did he say anything about giving you anything
No, I said I would get back to him after I talked to the people on the board. Brought my cell phone. Yeah, I will ask him for
So
something in
that's-
writing.
We'll put that off to the next meeting. All right, you,
Do we want to ask him to also submit an estimate for that other part of the wall?
yeah, I think that we have to have documentation.
Right, but this was just for one,
Right.
one place.
What,
Yeah, but he
for the
could-
damage.
He can put it all in one,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, I'll just ask him for a written
yeah.
estimate.
for
So
the,
that we
for the
can
two
have it.
different locations.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
And anything other than the water department?
For
you?
bills?
Yeah, no?
the expenditures are 400 to Full Circle and 50 for the town and water, leaving us a balance of 1631. After we pay Full Circle for 120 and the 50, and one mowing, we will be down to $60.
Okay.
So, and then our budget will be done.
Okay. Now, were these all things that have come in since our last meeting?
Nope, Full Circle, that 400, that was
was
the
gonna
old
be-
bill from July. And $50 was the water bill. And now we have another water bill for 50, so.
Yeah.
These are ones that we've already taken care of, that,
Right, but I didn't get them until now.
okay.
So Jean reminded us that our budget is almost all gone for this year. So,
Can you email me again like you did last month, a copy of
well, I didn't write anything new
Oh, you
on
didn't?
because like the
so-
120 will be coming in because he did that work, right? Full Circle.
So that's like his
Does anybody
last
have a bill from him?
No, it's not done, I don't think. I have nothing here.
Oh, he didn't do it?
Why, there's no bill here, so,
We
Okay.
checked it, we haven't gotten anything new. So,
And I checked today too, so. But I have a bill
actually-
for 50.
so that's the only thing new since our
Yep,
last meeting?
so the 50 plus the
Okay.
16, and we usually get one mowing in before July. We'll have about $61 left.
well, as long as they're aware that we're in,
So maybe we should wait for the stone wall till next year.
Don't even
'Cause
know if
they-
he'd have time to
they-
do it now
they,
this year.
no, I don't think we can, but that's me, you know.
Well, it's not in the budget. We have to pay Full Circle.
Well, if he's done the job, but if he hasn't, then we're okay.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I mean, I drove by there, it didn't look any different to me.
So he have already done his last,
Right.
I don't know.
well, we should know relatively soon, right? I would think he would send out his bills shortly after the first of the month, or?
I don't know, I've
is that
never
when
dealt
he
with him.
Usually sends his bills, do you know, Shirley? When he usually
Anything to
gets
do with landscaping, you can't ever. It's been my
So he
knowledge.
doesn't necessarily
No,
send them out
no.
the same every month, okay.
Whether it's for you personally or for someone else. That's all I hear from people is, you know, that's all.
Thank you, Betsy.
I can keep that.
Oh, thank you. So we're not sure if Full Circle is going to do one more mowing or not at this time.
Oh, you mean A and B?
Oh, well, what was
Well,
the?
we don't get our new budget until July.
No, I thought
They
you were
usually do
saying
one around
Full
Memorial.
Circle.
Full Circle hasn't sent in a bill for 120.
But
You
you're
guys
expecting
authorized the work.
one. Oh, that one, that, from
that
the
you
last
voted on
meeting.
last
Yes,
week.
that's, right, yes.
That you wanted done, you wanted the lowers done around the Heward
Yes,
grave.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that now,
Yep.
yes.
So
Sorry.
that one hasn't come in yet.
Okay, so that bill hasn't come in yet.
Right.
And we received, which should be our last water bill, because it's turned off now. And that came in after we called.
Paid
to
the
have
other
it
one,
done.
yeah.
So this is in conjunction anyway with old business.
Yep.
So we just continue on into that. Well, what the discussion was, what can be done to stop this? But that was
The
something
warrant.
He
you
said he
could-
didn't think that it had been hit. He think it just wear and tear, or the rumbles from the street, that it had just what bloomed out, he called it, just kind of rumbled out. He didn't think that it had actually been hit.
All right, on the next item, it was agreed that more research should be done on the raising of the gravestones, and
Yeah, I
you were
haven't,
enthusiastic about that.
I thought that was a good idea, but I haven't, I mean, we
I
would have to
haven't had a
rely on
chance
volunteers.
to look
Right.
for anything myself yet, so that.
I mean, I don't think it's something we can afford to have done. It would have to be done by volunteers.
That's possible, but if we can get, maybe in the course of doing some research, we might find out there's some place that might help us with expenses in doing the research, so.
Well, I think that we discussed the fact that when they're down and you don't know where they came from, then what do you do?
Just leave them.
Well, that, I think, is what's been done over the years.
Right.
You know, I don't think
No, but just leave
people
them.
have had any inclination to try to change the location or pick them up.
No. No, just
I
leave.
think,
Well, we can look in that guidelines book for cemeteries and see if they make any suggestions of what to do.
with some
in
of
that
them,
case.
all the research that I had done in the past years is that they say, basically put them in a safe, sheltered place.
But to move them.
Yes. So that the elements do not do further damage relative to lichen or, you know, them getting black. With some of these materials,
Oh, they're all black. Even the ones that are standing up are all black. That's from acid rain.
right, it's environmental.
Yeah, you
But then
can't
the
stop
lichen,
that.
with those that are down,
Well, not if they're
oftentimes,
left out, but if we could find a
It's the
place
green
to
stuff,
shelter them,
yeah.
then we could stop the further deterioration. That's the only way you could stop it, I would think.
I
I'll
think-
ask the Association for Graveyard Studies.
Yeah,
There is
and
a-
I'll
there
check
is a-
the municipal guideline book.
Yeah, I
too.
have a couple of, I have that book at home
Yeah.
too.
But I said that was when we did try to, with Debbie and myself, with those 2 hunt stones, when we went to try to rescue them. And they were gone. Someone had taken them.
There's also a whole bunch of stones in the Duhamel house.
Where is that? What's that? Is that the brown house?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so you just move on to that. And any further action on increasing membership? Betsy?
Increasing membership for,
The commission? You were gonna
nope,
look into
I haven't
that.
done anything.
Okay, and you said you had spoken to Hannon and Guerrero.
Yep. And what they
Anything?
wanted done, they said a lot of the markers are still there. They could find them with a metal detector.
Oh, that's
They want
good.
all the loom removed.
Loom removed.
Yes, that was their suggestion, to remove all the loom and have it scraped up.
And then what? Replant all new?
We've
Nope,
got, well, we put grass seed in there, so we've seeded that
and you paid for it
2 years in
out
a
of
row.
the tax
Yeah,
dollars.
Yeah,
Yeah, so, I met with John and Adam, and we decided just to leave it alone.
So that was for the remarking. Okay. Did they say
All right,
that
so
was the...
this- sorry.
That's okay. Is
Go
that
ahead.
the only way they could do that is to scrape up?
That's
the
what they
mill?
suggested. They said it would cost quite a bit to have it all remarked. And we already paid for it once,
Yeah.
to pay for it again.
Well, if it's just a metal detector...
Where did that loom come from?
From the Waters, was it the Waters Farm? That was when Lori was on.
It came from
It
Waters
was
Farm?
Waters, yeah.
Waters,
I
in
think
Sutton.
it was manure, enriched topsoil, which was helpful with growing the grass. We had seeded, for the past 10 years, we'd seeded there 2 or 3 times to no avail.
Oh, maybe the erosion will
And there
take
were
it all
no-
down and we won't have to worry about it.
Well, we needed nutrients,
Right.
So to have that sitting there and having it seeping in, and it looked good this year.
Yes, it did.
It did, I was pleased with it,
Yeah, it looked lovely.
but it takes a while.
But that's what they suggested.
And I know,
So,
which kind
Where
of
he said-
defeats the,
He said they could find it with metal detectors. You know anybody who has a metal detector? Maybe it's something we could do ourselves.
yeah, but you'd have to have all the numbers. John and Adam said, don't worry about it. They'll just deal with it.
Okay. So they're fine with leaving it as...
Yep.
all right, so this section on the bottom here, waiting for estimates, that doesn't apply because of
Well,
what we've
this...
discussed.
Right, because did we say we were going to...
Digitano?
We're going to get those 2 from,
I would
Louis.
suggest we just wait till next year. I don't think we have it in our budget to do anything anyway.
well, we can't do anything.
But we may have to apply for an increase in our funding.
Where do we apply for that?
The town administrator.
Oh, and he will give it to us.
No,
Well, he'll have to
no,
bring
you
it
have
before
It has
the
to go before
selectmen,
the
right?
finance
A
board.
finance board.
Oh, okay.
It has a process.
Okay.
So
Well, I didn't know.
We have to make it known to them that we
And then
have,
who votes on it? So either the selectman votes on it?
in the past, we've only asked for an increase for our mower, which was, what, a year ago?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Not
and it was
since
just
I've been-
accepted through the finance board.
So the
But we
finance
only
board
ever-
votes on it if
I
they
think
can
so,
do it.
yeah,
So they vote on it?
yeah,
Okay.
as to
Okay, so
what's
you could
available.
ask him if he could present it so we could present it to our finance board for next year's budget.
To have it
Yeah.
increased by a couple thousand.
And
I'll
then
see what
there's,
his
well, we-
estimate is and then decide how much we
Yeah.
have to ask
Well, this is a
for.
one-time thing. It wouldn't be a
Right.
regular thing.
Right, that's what the special funding is usually,
but
right?
the other
For a
thing,
one-time project.
and I don't know in what order, but capital planning has something to do with it as well.
Okay.
Because it means capital expenditures for
I
items.
thought capital planning was all $10,000 and over.
What I'm saying is, I don't know the avenue
Okay.
that it takes.
I'll
I
find
don't know
out
whether you
from someone
go-
else then.
You go to step 1, step 2, and step 3, depending on what we need to have done.
Yeah,
If we need to have this taken care of, and the wall, then they may see that there are items that need to be addressed, or not, as the case may be. But I think that we have to make it known to them. We can't just go on and say, oh, well, 2 years ago, we wanted to do it, but we didn't have enough money.
No, it's,
You know.
it doesn't hurt anything to propose it, and it makes them
Exactly,
aware
exactly.
of things that we think should be addressed.
You know, because there are stones that need also to be repaired. And, you know, that's another issue. And it may not be thousands of dollars, but, you know, over the course of several years, it could be 1,000 or more. All right, so we're not addressing this, waiting for Carter and Digatano. Betsy, no,
No.
So we're
we're not,
there,
That is his number, though. I mean, I just don't
Yeah,
think he has an answering machine. and
maybe
he
the
just
times
doesn't.
I called, he was busy and
Yeah.
couldn't pick up or something.
I just-
That's fine, I just didn't know if you had another one or not, but, okay, so we can get those guys off of here then, right?
okay, our next meeting?
Okay. I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else, Betsy?
Nothing.
Okay. Next meeting.
I think it's December 7th, isn't it?
I don't.
I just read it on the board out there, that's all.
We don't have to meet in December if December is a month where there isn't anything going on.
Okay.
I mean, just, other than,
You know, there's no mowing, there's no planting, there's no,
There's nothing to be done.
so no meeting for next month, and if anything emergency comes up, we can
well, we can, yes, absolutely.
always schedule a meeting if we need it, right? All right, well, I'll make a motion, next meeting to be determined, how's that?
Yep.
Sounds good.
And I'll motion to adjourn,
Second.
So moved.
7:25.
Well, thank you, guys.